If I was going to pick out an AK to replace my AR platform rifles, it'd be this one right here from Palmetto State Armory. With this AK, what you have is the GF5, which is their newest models. So meaning it has a cold hammer forged barrel on this particular one. So this actually has one from FN on it. So very, very nice barrel, chromoly, vanadium. In addition to that, it is also chrome lined. And then on the end of the barrel there, it is threaded with your standard 14x1 left-hand thread that you have on your standard AK platform rifles. The bolt carrier group, as well as the front trunnion here, is marked with GF5. That is also to show on this new model of rifle that it is hammer forged. So you can actually tell with this one, as opposed to like the GF4 variants. In addition to that, on the left side of the rifle, it does have an actual rail on there, so you can mount stuff from like Midwest Industries. The most important thing that I think that I really like about this one for myself is that the handguard, or your forend on here, is a railed one from JL Billet. The JL Billet one here is cut out, very lightweight. It's just, the overall fit and finish of it is absolutely fantastic. And up here on the top is it's actually railed with a pick rail, so with the pick rail, JL Billet states that you can specifically mount an optic up front, which for myself, it's very nice being able to have a red dot up there. This one being the Sparc Solar red dot from Vortex on there. So far, just an absolutely awesome optic. Easy to change, battery life's 150,000 hours. And, you know, on a platform like this, for myself putting together, let's say a rifle, picking out a rifle from Palmetto State that I think for myself fits more something like an AR that I'm familiar with, perfect choice up there. With this rifle as well, that is really sweet, is the trigger. So this has the ALG AKT trigger on here with the lightning bow. And this trigger, without a doubt, in my opinion, rivals the absolute nicest AR triggers on the market. And usually with an AK in general, from the ones I've shot, you know, I've shot your Arsenal AKs, your Wassers, stuff from Century Arms, a bunch of different ones. And the trigger, like I said again, the trigger on this is just, it's so crisp and clean, and it breaks. There's like no creep in it whatsoever. It's a super short reset. It's hard to honestly beat that. And, you know, obviously being just like a Geisley trigger, that's really what this is on an AK platform. The Magpul magazine that comes with it, standard capacity one on there, no issues. It goes in very nicely, snaps in there with no wiggle, not hard getting in there, and then also releases very easily as well. The stock on this one does have a 6-position mil-spec buffer tube, just like an AR. So you could, if you wanted to, change out the standard Magpul one. This one for myself probably isn't my first choice if I was going to put one on there, but as a total package from Palmetto State with this rifle coming in at just south of $1,100 with the stock on here from Magpul, the grip from them, and then also to the JL Billet handguard, everything on here is just a really full package deal that I don't know that you could take an AK with your standard wood furniture on there if you want to change it out and do that for that type of price level. It's just a really sweet package deal. And in addition to that, their safety selector over here is very smooth. It's not even one that I think needs any type of adjustment. Sometimes with the AKs, you have to actually just, since it's stamped, you can literally just twist it and pull it out and get a little bit more on there. But this one, tactile wise, feels absolutely perfect. Very easy to flick and actuate. It is obviously not ambidextrous or anything like that on here, but just really, really nice. I can't really think of enough good things to say about this rifle. The overall build quality on it that I'm seeing on this rifle far surpasses anything that I've seen from Century Arms, and you're buying an American-made AK, which is just sweet. Frankly, it's really awesome. Again, like I said, I've owned an Arsenal. I had a 5.56 variant actually for a little while. For myself, it wasn't one of those things that, you know, with the 5.56, this one's 7.62 by 39. With that 5.56, it wasn't something I was like, oh, let's own this because it's as good as my AR. And for myself to have that, it just didn't fulfill those needs, and I felt like, oh, I'll just shoot an AR for that. But at 7.62 by 39, this rifle really fits the bill. And not to forget for you guys, is you can dismount a standard sling here on the back, and also there's a sling loop, and then on the handguard itself, there are anti-rotation QD sockets on there as well, so you can take stuff on there. And then also to your sights on here, your standard sights, this is a leaf sight, it goes out to 800 yards. So we will shoot this on the range today a little bit, show you guys how it shoots. I think we're gonna be impressed by it. Everything from Palmetto State is just frankly, it's an awesome deal, and they make their products for the everyday American.
Are you looking for an earbud that can drown out those whining kids and drown out that nagging wife who wants you to load the dishwasher, but also be your favorite earbud on the range when you're shooting your favorite firearm? Grab yourself a set of GS Extreme 2.0s, and why don't you save yourself some money? Click the link in the description, and that'll save you 15% off on your next earbud purchase. Now back to the video.
GF5 cold hammer forged AK, sighted in, put some rounds down range with it. Get that reload. I think in all honesty, to be a good American, I think everybody needs an AK. I mean, they're not for everybody, frankly, but man, I think they're a lot of fun to shoot. It's a blast. And not to mention, you can own an AK from Palmetto State, 100% made in America. I am by no means an AK master. I will not pretend to be. I've shot a lot of rounds through AR platforms. For a beginner, the AK platform in general, making those reloads and things like that, is incredibly different than what an AR is. And that's what's kind of the beauty of the AR system, how it works with bolt lock back and everything like that. Some magazines you can get do have bolt lock back, and you can get that on certain AKs I've seen. This one does not obviously have that with these two Magpul magazines, but when you're shooting it, it's kind of different. So for the beginners or newbies out there, when you basically shoot all your rounds, the bolt's not gonna lock back, so go back forward, you pull, essentially get like a dead trigger, and then that's when you have to initiate your reload. And it's like I said, it's a little bit different. It's gonna be slower, and it's not quite as intuitive as an AR, but with a lot of practice, you could certainly be a lot faster than even what I'm doing there. So I got some rounds loaded up now. We're at 50 yards here on the target. I'm just gonna shoot the pelvic girdle on there from the prone position, see how I can do as far as accuracy with this rifle. All right, let's run down there and take a look at it. Using the red dot, the Vortex Sparc Solar red dot on there. Pelvic girdle, I was aiming, I would say right here. It's a little bit, you know, you can't be pinpoint accurate, but overall, I mean, that's excellent accuracy. You're looking at about 2 MOA with a red dot at 50 yards. And, you know, combat effectiveness, home defense, whatever it might be, this certainly can do it for you. And overall, so far, I'm super impressed with this rifle. The ALG AKT trigger in this is just freaking awesome. It's literally makes it feel like you're shooting an AR trigger, which is what you need ultimately to be accurate. Guys, that's it. The Palmetto State Armory GF5 cold hammer forged, railed, MOE, ALG trigger model. It's one badass rifle. Shoots freaking awesome. Can't say enough great things about it. American made, AK. Not only could this be an awesome self-defense, home defense type rifle for you, it could be just what you need to have fun on the range. If you're looking for something else fun to shoot at the range, check it out right here.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strike!